Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Tuesday, January 14th, 2020. All right, so today we are easing up off of the more deeper energy and transformative energy from earlier in the week's Saturn-Pluto conjunction. So good day to still implement if there is any type of restructuring that you do want to do in your life, maybe with your perspective, your beliefs, and see what can take time in terms of what we could be building for this new year. Now with this, no major aspects today, but we do have the moon still in Leo, so still a good time of cultivating our self-expression, our fun-loving side, and our passionate side as well with this. And we are still in the disseminating phase of the lunar cycle, which means last Friday we had that lunar eclipse, and if there has been any awareness coming into your life since then, it is still a great week of implementing these things. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail, as well as a quick weekly recap here when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Tuesday. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations called true sidereal astrology. This is different from mainstream astrology, including Vedic, which all use an even 30 degrees for each of the signs. As you can see here, Leo is a very large constellation relative to, say, Cancer. And so this does change the signs from mainstream. If you are new, definitely check out the link down below because you will notice the signs are different. All right, so let's take a look here first at the placement, which with the moon in Leo, which represents the theme of the day. Really good to cultivate the side of ourself that is Leo, the lion, the things we're proud of, our passionate side, and our self-expression, and even our creativity, having a bit of fun maybe, you know, this kind of fire energy. Really good to cultivate this side of ourself. Now, this is in the context of that lunar eclipse we did have just last Friday, which means it's a great time of still implementing any shifts of awareness that have happened since the weekend. So great time of still moving things forward, and we are still in the heightened phase of the lunar month, which does favor things like, again, implementation and more of that outward focus on life. Now with this, we are coming off of that Saturn-Pluto emphasis that we had earlier in the week, last Sunday, and yesterday on Monday in particular. So today maybe noticing some things in terms of what maybe has shifted with our perspective regarding any long-term things in our life, some things we want to build, maybe some new structures, maybe some things we let go of, some old beliefs or perspectives with Pluto, and that's sort of now allowed for this new beginning to surface in terms of what we can build for the future and maybe this year that again might take time and patience. So really good to implement this energy today, but we are going to be easing up off of it. So more of that more serious energy or transformative energy starting to dissipate as we do go through the day here today. Just some minor lunar aspects. We have the moon trining up to Jupiter, the earlier part, so maybe just feeling a bit free-spirited the early part of the day, nothing major with these. The moon opposite Neptune, good to find balance in terms of peace in life, healthy spirituality, healthy acceptance, healthy wanting of that peace. And the later part, we do have a trine with the moon up to that Saturn-Pluto. So that supports it in the sense that maybe we're going to be feeling quite grounded and empowered the later part of the day. But these are all very minor relative to these more transformative aspects from earlier in the week. All right, so let's do a quick weekly recap here. Of course, we still do have the Sun and Mercury in expansive Sagittarius, where we had that Saturn-Pluto conjunction. So it's important to keep an open mind in terms of the bigger picture, that this is a time of expanding our horizons and perceiving things from a bunch of different angles, maybe accessing our free-spirited side or adventurous side and philosophical side. Really good for these kind of more abstract things in life like spirituality, philosophy, higher knowledge, looking at life from a more top-down and free-spirited perspective. And so this harmonizes very well with Leo. They're both fire signs, so in this case, that supports a bit of that self-expression as well. All right, so with that fire energy, we do have Venus, who's recently entered into Aquarius. So what we're likely valuing collectively is more of the future progressive energy. So it can be great to connect in our relationships in this way, in terms of maybe more freedom, more of a shared vision, more of this future-oriented and eccentric kind of energy. Really good to be connecting there with our interpersonal lives. But also interpersonally as well, Mars and Scorpio, still really good to dive deep with matters. Mars, the side of ourself that desires things on a very deep level, in this deep energy of Scorpio, which can be maybe keen on truth, depth, building trust in relationships, having healthy boundaries, really just getting to the core of the matter of what really matters most in life. And that's, of course, for ourselves primarily, making this a really good time of diving deep with ourselves and doing any self-empowerment with this. But also good for like research, healing, things like that as well. All right, everyone, so that's the day in a nutshell. Most important thing here is, again, easing up off of that grounding, restructuring, more serious energy from earlier in the week. But again, still a great time of implementing any restructuring or shifts of perspectives from the last couple of days in particular. But even from the lunar eclipse on Friday, anything that shifted from the weekend, really good day to implement, especially if it does have something to do with accessing more of that free-spirited side of our life or abstract side of ourselves with Sagittarius. And today particularly, as it was the past couple of days, a good time of cultivating our passionate side, spending time with things we're proud of or we find fun in life, and just getting into a bit of that self-expression with Leo. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.